Hello, friends. Good morning. Today I am back with a new topic that is the one thing rich people buy and poor don't. That is on how to become successful with this one thing that rich people buy and poor don't. So, now let's talk about this. Actually, in reality, there are four words to which rich and poor have different meanings. Yes, the same English, same word, same language, but the meaning is totally different. There are four words in the dictionary which mean different to a rich and a poor. And those words are what I learned from my teacher and my idol, and those are the successful people of the world. Now let's talk about those four words. Those are income, expense, liability, and assets. From income, I meant the money I earn, the money I get from a salary. The expense is what I expend out of my salary for my benefits, etc. Liabilities are what I have to pay monthly, and assets are what I purchase, like my house, my car, my cell phone, etc. But to richest and the successful people, the meaning of these four are totally different. The first two words, income and expense, might have a same meaning, but the next two words, liability and assets, have a totally different meaning for the rich and the poor, and that is what differentiate a rich from a poor and a poor from a rich. So today I'll tell you that meaning which will change your life automatically when you will check it out. See, today I'll discuss with you a recipe on how to become rich. But on contrary or on the clause, I'll tell you in a note that I am just providing you a recipe. To cook it or not to cook it depends upon you. If you will cook it, the recipe is beneficial. If you won't cook it, the recipe doesn't exist. So it depends upon you whether you decide to take action on this or not. If you will take action, I'll make you guarantee that you will gain success, you will achieve success. But if you won't cook this recipe which I will provide you, then there is no limit, there is no chances, there is no permanency, no guarantee, nothing which I can give you that you will be a rich man. So let's further talk about what income, expense, liability, and assets meant to both of them. Firstly, coming up on income. Income is what you are paid for monthly in form of salary. This might be same for both rich and poor. And now comes expense. Expense is what you pay monthly as your bills. This is also simple. Same as what poor and the rich think about. But the next two words are the words which create difference. And not a difference, but a difference of miles, a difference of millions and billions. So, the next two words are, first is liability. To our poor, liability means what you pay once. Okay? But to a rich man, liability is what costs you monthly. You might be saying that your house is your asset. If you talk to your accountant will say, yes sir, your account says that your house is your asset, your car is your asset, your cell phone is your asset. But what rich people think is that your house in which you live is your liability, your car which you drive is your liability, because the house you live in, you have to pay monthly bills for that house, so that is your liability. Your car which you drive, you have to pay for its maintenance, its garage, its oil, gets fuel, everything, that is a liability, right? But to the poor, it is asset. But now we have learned what liability is. Liability is what you pay for monthly, like your house, your car, etc. Now come, then what are assets? I'm a little bit confused, like what are assets now? If these are my liability, then there is no asset, but there are assets. Assets are what pays you monthly, right? Assets are what pays you monthly. Your home is your asset. Now you all must be thinking that earlier I told you that your house is your liability, then now how it could be your asset? So there is a difference. The house you live in is your liability, but the house you rented is your asset because it pays you monthly. So you must have decided, like, yes, now I can take stocks, bonds, real estate, and your house. Yeah, you can purchase a house, live in it, sell after 10 years, and you'll have a great value of return on that house, and that you call is an asset. But no, asset is what pays you monthly. That is called trading. You purchase stock without knowledge, you trade it, you sell it after 2 months, you get some money, that is trading. You buy real estate, you sell it after 10 years, that is trading, not assets. That won't pay you monthly, that pay you after 10 years. Now we're talking about what assets are. Assets pays you monthly. For example, you bought a house, you rent it out. You bought a real estate, you rent it out. That is your asset. You bought a house, you rent it out. That is your asset. You bought a machine, like a vending machine. You put it somewhere in the corner of a mall or somewhere, and that pays you monthly, is your asset. With that income that you generate from a vending machine, you will collect it, put one more vending machine, that is your income, your assets. From that to vending machine, what income you generated, you get one more vending machine. So your assets are increasing. That's how a businessman or a real successful, a rich person works out. For example, ATM. You want to put ATM. Put ATM in an area where there's a high crowd. You'll get your income monthly. With that income, after an year, put one more ATM. Then after 6 months, put a third ATM. That will give you assets that will multiply your asset. An asset is a piece that multiplies itself if you use it properly. So now it might be clear for all of you that what asset, income, liability, and expenses are. Income and expenses might be same for all of you, but liability and assets are different. Liability is for what you pay monthly, and assets are what pays you monthly. So now the meanings are all clear, and now you have all your way to achieve success by getting more and more assets. Because what generally a poor people do is, you might have known that, okay, take a guess. A poor person with an income of $15,000 must think that he's rich, but no, he's poor. He gets his money, he expenses it, goes to holiday, buy a car, new houses, and then all his income is utilized. Now when it's time to pay for education of his children, he has no money. Then that money goes to credit card, and that's how your debt is increasing, your income is decreasing. But what rich people will do is, they'll accumulate that income, and out of that income they buy assets which pays them monthly. Either a house that you will rent, a building, a real estate that you will rent, a vending machine that will pays you monthly, or an ATM that will pay you monthly again. So that's how we can earn money out of so much, and that was so simple. So now you have all your way to achieve success from all I did. Thank you.